Welcome back to Double Down University. I'm back at you guys with another NFL Prizepicks video. And today I will be going over the Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints game. And we're going to stick to the ground game in this matchup with two bad run defenses. And the first prop I have for you guys is Chuba Hubbard over 56.5 rushing yards, as well as Alvin Kamara over 17.5 fantasy score. Now you can hedge Alvin Kamara's fantasy score with his rushing yards if you don't want to rely on him to have to score a touchdown or have to do other things to be able to go over this line. But I just think he has a huge day, regardless in both the pass game and the run game. And I kind of want to combine everything as well. That's why I came out with this fantasy score. But let's get into it. So let's start off with Alvin Kamara. So Alvin Kamara, let's get into his stats. So with him, he's in a really good spot because Carolina allowed the fourth most rushing yards to a running back per game at 110 yards per game. They allowed at least 60 yards rushing to opposing running backs in the last 4 weeks, and 9 out of the last 12 games, and 10 if you want to count Taysom Hill, who ran for like 75 yards against them week 2. Olave and Shaheed are questionable, and it can be down to their 4th and 5th pass catchers. So that's why I went with fantasy as well, because one thing about Derek Carr, one thing he loves to do is dump that ball off to the running backs in the flats. So he could be getting a lot of just easy catches to go over this fantasy score. If he gets 5 or 6 catches, he's pretty much going to have anywhere between 25 to 50 yards receiving easily. But I think he goes for over like 50 or 60 yards on the ground as well to help out with that as well. And I think he scores. So if he gets, let's say, 60 yards and he scores and he gets like maybe 4 or 5 catches, he should be going well over that line. So I really like this spot for him, especially with the banged up receivers as well, to get that extra value of him being a pass catcher in this situation. And now moving on to Chuba Hubbard. Now he has a huge advantage too in this matchup because Carolina is a big zone run team, and 58% of Chuba Hubbard's carries are a zone run. And over the last 5 weeks, New Orleans gives up the most yards per carry to zone runs. And like I said, he's went over 6 of his last 9 games on this line. And then also New Orleans allowed 93 yards per game to running backs in the 25th DVOA versus the run. So I really like this spot for him as well. So I really like both of these guys to be able to go over these totals and exceed these totals, or these lines, I should say. So those are my two: Chuba Hubbard over 56.5 rushing yards, and also Alvin Kamara over 17.5 fantasy score. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys.